Hello, I'm Madhura. Welcome to Madhura's Desire. Today we are going to make white chocolate mango mousse. So here we are going to make basic mousse recipe, and the recipe is going to divide it into 3 steps. So each steps I'm going to introduce all the ingredients what we are going to use. So let's start. Our first step of ingredients. So here 16 gram of powdered gelatin, and we are going to use 100 ml of cold water to booming up the gelatin, and 120 grams of crumbs. These crumbs are usually very easily available in the market, and if you don't have this crumbs available, then you can use any digestive biscuit, and you can weigh for 120 gram and make it nice crush out of it. And for that we need a 50 ml of melted butter, and the main ingredients over here is a mango. So I'm going to take a fresh mango pulp out of it, and I'm going to take a 300 grams of pulp, and from there I'm going to divide into two. One will be 100 gram and another will be 200 grams. And then we are going to use 7-inch of mold which has a lid coming out, which will be easy to demold. One more thing I just wanted to let you know, if we are not using mango as a fresh one and you are going to use a mango pulp which is always available on a market in a different brands, and this has always a sugar content for the preservative. So when you're going to use commercial mango pulp, please avoid using the sugar on the recipe which is given, otherwise your mousse will be too sweet. So I'm just adding up the cold water into it, that 100 ml, and mixing properly and let it set aside for the booming of the gelatin. In 120 grams of crumbs, I'm adding up 50 ml of melted butter, and I'm going to give a nice mix to it. You can see they are evenly coated with the butter. As I said before, that these crumbs are available as biscuit crumbs or graham crumbs. You can easily get it in a market because those are ready-made used for the cheesecake and all. And also if you don't have it, use the digestive biscuit and get it crushed in your mixie grinder and make a beautiful crumb. Now I'm going to put in this 7-inch of mold, and I'm going to spread evenly. So we are just preparing the base for the mousse cake. You can use the flat part of the glass and just give a hard press to get it evenly spread. And now we are going to keep it in a fridge to set the crumbs. Now I'm going to make the pulp. So I'm just cutting out the mangoes nicely and just give a cut in between, and then scoop it out with your spoon. So like that we will just take a 300 grams and I will make it a nice puree in a mixer grinder. As you can see here, I have divided into two. One is 100 gram, another one is 200 grams. So 200 gram we are going to add it in our mousse mixture, and 100 gram we are going to use for the topping on the mousse. I said earlier that we are going to make a white chocolate mango mousse. So this is our next step, second step, where we are going to use the 2 egg yolk. So I have taken 2 large egg, and we will separate the egg yolk from the egg white. And we have a 2 part of sugar. One is 30 grams of sugar, and one is 20 grams of sugar. So the 30 grams of sugar will be going in a 200 ml of heavy cream, which is 35%. So it comes like this, 35% of heavy cooking cream. So, and another 20 grams of sugar will be going with the egg yolk, and we have already bloomed the gelatin earlier. It looks like this, so we are going to use it in a hot mixture. So now I'm separating in a bowl the egg yolk, now I'm going to add it 20 grams of sugar to it and make a nice whisk. Mix it properly. And now we will keep aside. So these are the basic procedure of making a mousse. I placed the 200 ml of cream to get a heat up, and I'm adding up the 30 grams of sugar into it. So if you are using a commercial based puree or pulp, so you can avoid this 30 grams of sugar. Otherwise it will make you more sweet. So you can see here it started boiling up. So we are not boiling too much, we are just giving this slight warm to the cream. So we are basically making the custard. You can see it started slightly boiling up. So at this point we are going to take off from the flame. Now we are tempering the hot mixture to the egg. The process of tempering is very important to avoid the overcooking of the egg. So we will just temper with the slightly thin stream of the hot milk, cream, to bring the temperature balance with the hot liquid. Now we are bringing back the egg to the hot mixture, and we will cook again till the 72 to 75 degrees centigrade. So this is basically we are making a basic custard. Now we have written back the egg and cream mixture to the stove to prepare the custard. Here is very important, we need to, while making custard, we need to constantly stir, and we need to have a thermometer in our hand, and we were going to make it this cooking between 72 to 75 centigrade. We are not going to cook the custard beyond that, otherwise it will start curdling and it will be a thick paste. So as you can see here, right now I'm running to the 65. Now we are going to make it within a 72 to 75. Keep stirring to the custard and always maintain the medium-low heat, so it's easy to handle. So it's almost coming to the 72. Now I'm going to remove it. It's coming up to the 73, 74. At this moment I'm going to take it off from the heat. So here I have a bowl. In this I'm going to put our 50 grams of white chocolate, and then I'm going to pour this hot mixture on top of it and let it sit for 5 to 8 minutes. Now after 5 to 8 minutes we will just whisk it properly and mix the chocolate with the custard. So I have melted for 20 seconds the gelatin in a microwave. If you don't have a microwave, you can just make a hot water boiler and you can put the bowl into it and make it hot. So I have added the gelatin into it. And now we are going to strain the mixture to ensure that there should not be any egg particles or egg cells. So we will just strain to it. So without cream there is no mousse. We cannot make a mousse without a whipped cream. So I have taken 400 ml of 35% of heavy cream, and I'm going to make it, whip it till to the soft peak. So I'm using the hand blender. I'm going to mix it till the soft peak. You can see the cream is whipped up to soft peak. At this stage we will just take it off. Now I'm adding up the 200 gram of mango pulp to the custard mixture. And give a nice stir to it. You can use a whisk and mix it properly. Now we will add little by little cream into it and mix quickly, because if your cream is cold it will start setting up the gelatin. So we have to give a quick stir to it. We bring a little more cream into it. Now I'm adding back the mixture to the bigger bowl to easy to mix up entire thing. So here your mango mousse, mango chocolate mousse actually, is ready to go for the mold. So you can see here it's all started setting up. Now I'm going to pour the mixture into the chilled pan. Scrape it up everything. And just give a nice stir to it. Give a tap. Set it in a fridge for 1 hour, and then we'll top it with the jelly. Our third stage, we are going to prepare a jelly which we are going to pour on top of the mousse. So here for the preparation of jelly, I have taken 6 grams of gelatin, and to bloom up the gelatin I have taken 30 ml of water, and I have remaining 100 grams of pulp which we are going to prepare the jelly. So there I'm going to add 10 grams of sugar to give little sweetness on it, and we are going to add half cup of water to just cook the jelly. So again I'm adding 30 ml of water to the gelatin and just mixing well, and I will just keep it aside for 5 minutes till it gets boomed up. Now I'm adding the pulp over here on a cooking saucepan. And half cup of water. Adding up the sugar. And let's cook for 3 to 5 minutes. can see here the pulp is so beautifully cooked and it's like mixed properly. Now we are going to add it up, the bloom gelatin into it. We'll just give a quick mix to it. And now we are going to take it out from the flame and let it cool for 2 to 3 minutes before we are going to pour. After 2 to 3 minutes resting, I'm going to pour on top of the mango mousse. And we'll keep back this mango mousse in the fridge for another 8 hours to set properly. And then we can cut the mousse. You can see here such a beautifully the mango mousse has set after 8 hours. So now we are going to do the unmolding process. So I got a glass over here, and we are just going to place on top of the glass this mousse, and I'm going to show you how to unmold the mousse easy way. I have taken a towel which is dipped in hot water. You can see the steam is coming, and I'm going to surround and hold for a couple of seconds, which will help to release the mousse easy way. So I'll remove the towel and just give a gentle pressure on a mold as it's released. So you can see here so beautifully it's released. I got some diced mango and some fresh cherries to decorate on top of the cake. It's your wish, however you like to decorate. So I just wanted to have some fresh diced mangoes. I got some fresh cherry in my fridge, so I thought of giving a beautiful color combination. And always the mint leaf gives extra beauty on a dessert. So it's your mango mousse is ready. It's a time to cut and check. So let's give a cut. So time to enjoy our dessert. You can see here beautifully the mousse is ready. Yes, it's really yummy. So folks, please do try this recipe and leave a comment for us, and do not forget to like and subscribe our channel. See you soon. Till then, eat healthy, stay healthy, and stay safe.